What is up, guys? Welcome back to a whole nother video. It's your boy Mousetrap, man, and we in the building, man. Go ahead and do me a quick favor, guys, man. Hit that subscribe button. If you're liking the video, man, go ahead and hit that like. Drop any comments you want, man. Let's get the views up on these videos from now on. We're doing a badass job. We are on the road to 3K. Let's try to hit 3K by the end of next week, man. All you got to do is hit that subscribe button. We are probably like 300 subscribers away from hitting that 3K, man. So let's get it. Let's put in the work, and let's get into today's video. The speaker that we're putting in, and you know, what is up, Mousetrap gang, man? Welcome back to another video, man. It is your boy Mouse, and man, we're about to put in a little bit of work before I start cutting hair. It is back to school weekend, but you know, I got a couple of haircuts I have to do today. But before we get started, man, we're just gonna work a little bit on this panel for you guys, man, and let you see that we put in work. Slow work is better than no work, man. Always remember that, man. We are not pressed for time on this panel, but it still would be nice to get it somewhat going. And we do got it going. Like, it's a good thing that we have a lot of these stands saved, because they are coming into play right now. Yesterday's video, I knew it wasn't gonna do that good because this is a car audio channel, but we went to Walmart and we bought a couple of VBK treasure box wish list stuff, so these kids can have for back to school. You know, my son starts VBK this year, and he's going to a little VBK school, so I thought it'd be nice, you know, hook the kids up. You know, they, whenever they're good, get a little treasure, a little treat. You know, they dig in there, that little box, and when they get out something cool, you know what I'm saying, on the Mousetrap gang, man. So if you guys didn't watch yesterday's video, just give it a shot. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty cool. So the last actual car audio video, we actually routed out rings, and we got them ready. And today we're gonna router them out real quick, and we are gonna mount the rings on the actual titty panel itself. We're gonna make sure all the measurements are good on there. Yeah, let me get set up real quick, and then we're gonna get cracking. Real quick, man, shout out to all the Mousetrap gang, man, for giving me these tips, tricks, and everything. I had like 2 or 3 people comment, you know, use the double-sided tape whenever we're gonna router, and we're gonna explore every single option when we finally built our router table. I have seen videos in the past of other fabricators use the double-sided tape. My thing is, how should I say this? When we do the brass staples and we tear them apart, you know, the Sparks made excellent content. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, and who doesn't like seeing some good, you know, fiery looking sparks when we're grinding, man? You know, we're gonna explore all those options once we get our router table. Okay, so this is our panel right here, and before we even get started, I am gonna go ahead and like DA this section that we are gonna be working on, because after doing a few of these panels, you never know like the type of armor or chemicals that they've put on these panels, and sometimes the glue will stick to it, but with like the heat right now, especially here in Florida, it'll like slowly like dissolve or break apart. But once we actually, you know, sand it down some, the hot glue, man, it bonds to it like cement, and there ain't no coming off. Now we're gonna get some of the high tech just to clean all that extra stuff off. And to make sure the glue sticks, man, we're just gonna go ahead and drop some alcohol on this rag, and we're just gonna clean it. Okay, let's put this guy in the sun so it'll bake for at least like 5 minutes, something like that. And then while that's going on, I'm gonna take my table saw all out. Well, right now, before I even get started with that, I'm gonna change the router bit to the roundover bit so we can get our line, and we can find our router bit pretty good because it is right here neatly put away in our stash, guys. So this is one roundover bit, that's a bigger one. We'll probably end up using this guy right here. This one gives like a steeper roundover. This is like for like smaller stuff, but we're just gonna go ahead and use this guy because it's the normal one. And let me get my router right here. Just got the flush bit in it. So let's take her out. Alright, so before we even get started, we need to go ahead and adjust our router. And we're gonna do a test cut because we don't want too deep of a router edge, but not too little a small one. So we need to get just like the right one. So let's get it. And I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's there, but then it's not there. Like, I'm not feeling that one. So let's go a little bit deeper. Okay, this is the one, guys. Done. Perfect. We're doing no tent life today, man. We got to get a little sun, sweat it out. We ate a little bit too many tacos yesterday, so we got to get back in shape. I think this is like 59 or 57 or something like that. So we are going to go ahead and find the dead center. Okay, 59, just like I said. Look, 59. Half of this panel is 29 and a half, so we are going to go ahead and mark it with our marker that we found in our clean bin. Okay, to make our line, we're just going to go ahead and put a piece of tape along these markings that we did, and it's going to stick really good because we prepped it. Right there. We are gonna like countersink these guys a little bit, but we're not gonna draw that much of a bigger hole. Hold on, I'm gonna try. We're just gonna use our regular wax here. Put this right there, bring this out, and we're just gonna draw a quick circle. Take it there, and now let's do another quick circle. The speaker that we're putting in, and you know, it's not that deep, but it wouldn't hurt just to countersink it a tad bit. You see what I'm saying? Just a tad bit, nothing too crazy, just a little bit. Cutouts are done, guys. Let's flip this guy over. Okay, so speaker rings are going to go on top. This is honestly going to be the very first Titty panel that I do low profile, because the other speakers have had bigger magnets, and this one has a smaller magnet, so the profile on this guy is not going to be too big. So it's going to be like low and cool. Okay, so honestly, we just need to cut like maybe one strip of 1 inch for the sides, and then probably like nothing too crazy. 1.5, but we're gonna put an angle on her, like a slight angle on it, so it'll sit nice and good, and to hold the integrity of the speaker up. And then we'll just do filler stands in it so it's solid. Okay, so you see the angle of this guy. Look, we just need to get that out, and you know it's angled ready. Let's get it. Okay, so let's get this thing out. This one we're going right here. And this guy we're going right here. See what I'm saying? The profile's not too big and it's not too small. We can actually even, you know, trim this guy down a little bit. I just wanted to see what that angle would do. So I'm actually going to go ahead and cut another one of these out and just have it ready, and then we can actually like trim it down so it doesn't have that hard of a slope. So one thing I'm going to tell you guys is whenever you go like make your stands for your fiberglass pieces, that I go ahead and do like an angle, I always ask myself, like, how hard is this guy gonna be when I go to wrap it? You see what I'm saying? Like, because you don't want to do too much of a crazy angle to where you're gonna like really jeopardize yourself, and when you go to wrap it, your vinyl's not gonna stretch, or what kind of crease lines you're gonna get, or stuff like that. So we pretty much try to not do too many crazy angles so it doesn't jeopardize what we got going on. You see what I'm saying? We always got to take all that into consideration, because you never know. You just never know. And the last thing that what you guys want, or what I want you guys to have, is a hard time wrapping stuff when it just should have been a breeze. You see what I'm saying? Not saying that it's a perfect world and you won't have problems when you wrap, but it helps it out that way. Put those two just like that right there, because we want them to be symmetrical. It's pretty much dead on the line of the center, and then wherever it lands, that's where it's going to land. And we know for sure it's going to be in between the seats. That's what we really want. We want that speaker pod just to slide between those seats. We don't want the side of it hitting the back of the seat. We want them things dead center. That's what the whole objective of a Titty panel / speaker pod is all about. Put hot glue on this blocks. We're going to put the ring, and then we're going to measure it, and we're just going to hold it in place till it dries, and we're lining up with like certain lines so we know that it's good. Okay, so we put blocks of wood right there to help support the ring up, and now we know exactly where our starting point, where the speaker needs to go and where it needs to sit. You see, like, it's gonna be on the edge of that guy right there. You see what I'm saying? So now we know the edge of that guy, that's where that speaker ring's gonna sit. And like, it's solid. So all we really need to do is just put probably like a block there and a block there, and that is on there, guys. Alright guys, so we pretty much got all of our stands put in. We got some angles on some are sitting flat, but the profile of it is really low, and like the tweeters are really small that we could just like stuff those guys, maybe like one here and then one there, and it'll be done. Man, it's a little not time consuming. Just make sure like everything's even and pretty good. It's what all matters, you know what I'm saying? Let me flip it upwards so you guys. All right, so there it is right there. It's looking at us. So one speaker's like faintly pointing that way, and another speaker faintly going that way. And you know, we have a little gaps here and there. And remember, like I said, the speaker doesn't fully all the way fit inside there. I could have jigsawed it out to make it fit, but it would just look ugly, the cutting edges, although I can cut pretty good with a jigsaw, but I'm not going to. So I'm actually going to go and get a sandpaper Dremel and Dremel it out so it looks nice and smooth. So if anybody ever decides to take the speakers out of that guy, it looks really nice back there. But for the most part of it, it is solid inside that thing. That thing is not coming apart. Really prepping the panel really helps it out. Really stick to that stuff pretty good, man. And you know, it's nothing like a good. Okay, now for tomorrow's video, I don't know yet if I'm gonna put the tweeters in their own rings, or maybe just do like a grill insert thing, because we have extra mesh that's up there. You see it? And maybe we can put the tweeters in the mesh. Who knows? I'm gonna sleep on it tonight. Really, try to look up some stuff because it looks cool when they're like rings and then speaker mesh. I don't really like the whole thing when everything's all in one mesh things. That's just, to me, that's just taking it, you know, the easy way out and not trying to be creative with it, man. So we're gonna sleep on it tonight. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Man, just check out yesterday's video, man. We did a good thing for the VBK kids, you know, preschool, I think is what it is. Man, we hooked them up with a few little toys for their, you know, if they, the reward for being good, you know, learning their colors or numbers and stuff like that, they can pick a little toy. And we made sure that we put some pretty cool stuff in there for those kids, man. So, you know, Mouse loves the kids, man. So, you know, we all got to stay with that. So, with that being said, man, hope you guys have a good Friday. I'm going to go ahead, take a shower, edit this video, drop it for you guys so you can watch something to have something to watch. And I'll catch you guys tomorrow, man. Peace.